Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me this evening on this amazing free training on how to grow your business with government contracts. Now, this is going to be for small business owners, particularly those that I like to work with are women and minorities. So if that is you, you're in the right place. This is going to be a clear strategy, and it's absolutely proven to work. And I'm going to share with you why that is. And it's going to help you to grow your business significantly. So if you are here because you're interested and you want to know how you can build consistent and sustainable income for your small business, then you're in the right place. Okay. So first I want to go through some quick housekeeping. So I'm going to ask you to silence your phones and eliminate any and all possible distractions right now, because the information that I'm going to share with you over the next few minutes is going to revolutionize the way that you view and think about business. Okay, so you don't want to be distracted because it's going to be key. All right, so here's what you're going to learn over the next few minutes. You're going to learn 3 secrets to getting consistent, sustainable income as a small business. You're also going to learn the $1 trillion secret to government contracting and how you can significantly grow your business using this strategy. Okay, and I'm going to share with you how much the government spends on the services that you provide, particularly on women and minority small businesses. Okay, and you're going to be able to use the strategy to learn more on your own for additional services that you may provide. Okay, so a quick roll call. I want you to go ahead and put in the chat, comment the name of your business, where you're located, and the type of service that you provide, because when I go to do the research on showing you how much the government spends on the products and services, I'm going to be pulling from those services that you post. Okay, so if you're currently in business and you do not have sustainable, consistent income for your business, what are some of the reasons why you think that is? Let me know in the chat. I want to know the reason why you feel that you're not getting consistent, sustainable income from your business. If you ever worry about getting regular paying customers and making that consistent income for your business, guess what? You are not alone. I've been there. A lot of my colleagues have been there. Some of my clients have been there. But the information that I'm going to share with you today is going to be the solution to helping you get out of that place and to get unstuck. Okay. So I'm going to share with you a simple 3-step BCP system. Now, this is a system that I created. And it's designed to help you understand what you need to do to do business with the government. Okay, so BCP stands for Business Certifications and Proposals, and I'm going to share with you more of what that system is and how you can implement this system into your business. And so now this is the same exact system that showed me how I landed my first $70,000 contract for just 28 days of work. Okay, so this is the system that I use to accomplish this amazing goal, right? And it is the same system that you can leverage to get regular paying clients and multiple 70K plus contracts for your business. So I'm going to show you how you can leverage this system. Okay, and you're going to be able to do this without lowering your prices, spending tons of hours on social media, attending networking events, and all of these things that, you know, we do as small business owners that keeps us busy, right? And not keep us paid. Okay, so I'm going to share with you that information. All right, but first I want to share a client story of mine. It's Tiffany. Tiffany is a woman and minority small business owner who provides professional videography and photography services. So she came to me because she wanted to get consistent income, be able to grow her business, build capacity, and she was tired of working, you know, for those cheap customers who didn't really want to pay for the services, right? So now, Tiffany completed my 3-step BCP system that I'm going to share with you very shortly, where I recently helped her to qualify her business for certification so that she can submit proposals. And now she's landing and bidding on large government contracts with those agencies. Okay, so who is this for? Now, this is for you if you are a woman or minority small business owner and you provide a professional service, right? Those contracting opportunities are available for a product-based business as well. But for this particular training, I only want to focus on those of you who provide professional services. Now, what type of professional service, you may ask? Any type of professional service, okay? And here are some examples of what a professional service looks like. It's not a product, but it's a service that you actually provide. So that can be anywhere from marketing to janitorial cleaning services to music, DJing, event planning, photography, media, accounting services, trucking and hauling, that is a huge area, construction, that is big, public relations, power washing, window washing, consulting, hairstyling, painting, install services, like any type of professional service. So if it's a service that you're actually stepping in and doing on behalf of a customer or a client, then that is what a professional service is. And there are absolutely contracting opportunities for you regardless of what type of service you provide. Okay, so if you've already tried word of mouth marketing, sharing your products and services on social media, you tried Facebook ads and traditional media marketing like the yellow pages and taking up ads and doing commercials and whatnot. You've also created coupons and sales and discounts, and you're still stuck in the same position, then this is going to be for you, because this is going to show you how you can kick all of that busy work to the side and do something that's really effective, that's going to take your business to the next level in a very short time. Now, this is also for you if you have, cut your pricing and offered 2-for-1 specials and did all of these fancy things in your business to undervalue your work just to try to get the sale, right? And you still get little or nothing done, right? Little or no results with using that strategy. It's also for you if you have extreme highs and lows in your business, right? You have good months, bad months, and most of the year is bad months where you're struggling, right? And you haven't figured out a way to generate consistent, regular income with regular paying customers, and that is a problem, okay? So if this sounds familiar to you, let me know, because it's going to be important that you understand a solution to that problem. Okay, I'm going to share with you a little bit about myself. I'm Karwanna D. I'm a government contracting consultant, independent, but also a business growth strategist. I started my business 12 years ago. So after a few years of barely surviving and having inconsistent customers and inconsistent income months, I discovered something that changed my entire outlook on business, my entire life. And I'm sharing this information with you because I want to impact how you do business as well. Okay. So when I first started my business, I didn't know anything about government contracting. I didn't know anything about none of the stuff. So it took me a long time to get where I am. And now that I have a successful, thriving, scaled business, then I'm empowering other entrepreneurs like yourself of how I did it to give you the blueprints. Okay, so that's when I landed my first $70,000 client for just 28 days of work with the Department of Transportation, right? It wasn't until I discovered what I'm sharing with you that I was able to do this. And never in a million years, you guys, did I ever think I would get a contract with the Department of Transportation, because my business outside of consulting other businesses is I provide multimedia services, and that is video, photo, web, and graphic design services. Okay. So nowhere in there do you hear car, bus, highway, or anything, right? So you wouldn't even think it's possible, right? As an outsider looking in, you wouldn't even think it's possible to do business with government agencies, especially in particular, the Department of Transportation. But guess what? All government agencies procure services or supply contracts for professional services. And that is how I was able to land a $70,000 contract providing photography services for the Department of Transportation. Okay. So I was able to take my business from making $20K a year to generating over $70K in a single month with the strategy and the method that I'm going to share with you today. Okay, that is huge. Starting as a struggling business who's obviously not even making enough, in a year at 20K, right? Who can live off of that to survive? But however, I had other people contributing to the household at that time, so I was okay, but I wanted to be sustainable, self-sustainable with my business alone. And so my goal was to grow my business. And with this system and this method I'm sharing with you today, that is how I was able to do that. So now I'm landing six-figure contracts with government agencies, and I'm actually managing that because of the very information that I'm going to share with you in this training, and I'm going to show you how you can do it. So I help others to do the same, just like my client Tiffany, who recently landed her first big contract with a government agency that she never even thought would be possible. Okay, so my commitment that I'm asking you to make today is, if I share this with you, this one thing that I discovered, do you promise to take action? Let me know. I want to know. Please let me know in the chat if you promise to take action. Testing. Oh, I just needed to test that because I'm like, wait. It was not. Do you promise to take action? Let me know. I want to know. All right, so let's go back. Okay, so why is this important now? Why now? So had I known about this thing that I discovered when I first started my business, it would have saved me years of stress and worry. Okay, like I said, it took me a long time to get here where I am, but if I'd have known about government contracts for small businesses and for women in business and minorities in business, and how, you can land government agencies as, your client, and who would turn out to be your, biggest paying client, I wouldn't have, it wouldn't have took me so long to get, to the place in business where I feel like, I'm self-sustained now. So if you've ever felt this way, or maybe you feel this way now, right? I don't know where you are in your business, but if you struggle to get consistent customers and you're spending a lot of hours chasing them down and doing things that doesn't get you paid, then, maybe this is going to be a solution for you as well. But it only works when you take action. Okay. So this is important for you if you haven't found a way to have that consistent income as a small business owner. And if not, then this is why you need this training right now. I don't know where you are in your business, but like I said, when I first started, I didn't have all the knowledge and skills that, that I have now in order to have a sustainable business. But now that I have it and was able to take action on what I learned, I was able to scale my business. And so that $70,000 contract was just the beginning, and the door that opened up and triggered everything and all the success that came after it, including this consulting firm where I'm now teaching other people how to do the same. So if you where you are, or if what you're currently doing haven't worked for you, and you need to make a change, right? So if what you're currently doing haven't worked for you, and then you need to make a change now, okay? So if what you're currently doing have not worked for you, then you need to make this change now. There's no need to continue doing things in your business that doesn't bring you the success that you need, okay? Do over. If what you're currently doing in your business haven't worked for you, then you need to make this change now. There's no need to continue doing the same thing in your business over and over that doesn't bring you the results that you need to succeed. So the reason I'm so passionate about helping women and minority small business owners is because I understand where you are. I am a woman and a minority small business owner. And so I've been there. I struggled in the beginning, chasing customers and trying to convince them to use my services and trying to figure it out. It's a lot of footwork and a lot of groundwork, but you don't want to be in a position where you're doing more work than you are getting paid. Okay. So I was in a position where I was busy, doing a whole lot of stuff to try to get customers and got very little results. And that's where, your significant other, your spouse could be looking at you like, wow, all these hours that you're spending working on your business, and you don't have the income that reflects your work and your commitment and your dedication. This is going to be the solution that changes that. Okay. So I've been there, and it's nothing like worrying about if you're gonna, get enough income or enough customers to cover your living expenses, right? So when you're on this in this rat race chasing customers and barely getting income, it could put you in a very awkward position. And so and a position to where you become so desperate to get a customer that you start lowering your prices, and you feel like you have to basically beg them to believe in you enough to trust that you can do the work, right? So who wants to be there? Nobody. So this one thing that I'm going to share with you is exactly what helped me to get over those hurdles, and it's helped me to have a stress-free business, right? That's what I have today. And I want to help you with this. Is that okay? If it's okay, that I share this with you, let me know in the chat, because by the end of this training, my goal is to show you the 3-step BCP system that has helped me to make $70,000 for just 28 days of work as a woman and minority small business owner, and how you can use this system to gain regular paying clients and consistent income without lowering your prices or spending the tons of hours that I spent on, and I used to spend on social media trying to get clients, right? So I'm going to share with you the 3 secrets to getting consistent income as a woman and minority small business owner using this very system. Are you ready for that? First, I want to go through a myth. Number 1, right? Most people think all you need is a business license and a product or a service in order to build a business, right? Business license, and you got a service, and you think you can open the doors and the people are going to come in, right? It's not going to happen. It does not happen that way. They also believe that if you build it, they will come. They meaning the customer. So I've seen a lot of brick and mortar businesses open up, and they think, and for some reason they believe if they open the doors, the people are going to automatically come in, but that is not true. It takes knowledge, skill, education, planning, executing, right? You have to have a strategy, right? And so this system that I'm sharing with you is a proven system that is a clear strategy that will help you grow your business, but not only grow it, scale it, build capacity, land really large contracts with agencies that you can in turn turn around and reinvest into your business and continue to grow, hire staff, and so much more, right? So I'm going to share that with you. And the truth behind all of these myths is there are some specific fundamental steps that you have to take to really attract customers. Okay. So you can't just get a business license and open the door and think you're ready for business, right? There's a lot of work that goes into that process, right? And these steps give you the foundation that, big paying clients look for. In fact, once you have these things that I'm going to share with you in place, you start attracting those type of clients because it shows that you have stability in your business and that you're serious. So I have a free checklist that, I'm happy to share with you guys. If you want, I can give you, the list of the site of where to go to download this checklist. And I'll share that with you very shortly. But right now, let me just tell you that those steps in part 1, the business part, getting your foundation correct, it includes these things, these items, and a couple of different items additional that are not on here, but this is the basics, right? So business license, in addition to that, you need to have your EIN. In addition to that, your Dun and Brad number. In addition to that, business taxes. And if you're just now starting in business, you need to have, personal taxes, because we need to see where you are financially as a person. So because it opens up the doors to certain different type of funding opportunities. And I'll touch on that in just a moment. But articles of incorporations. So if you're a sole prop, you won't have this. But if you're anything outside of a sole prop, then you should have your articles of incorporation if you are an LLC, C Corp, S Corp, or any type of corporation entity that has been formed, right? Business phone and fax and a website, all of those things. So having these fundamental things and everything else that you will find on my checklist, which you can get at governmentcontractscheatsheet.com. So you can go to governmentcontractscheatsheet.com and download that free checklist. Those are the items. It's just the beginning, you guys, that pre-qualifies you to do business, not only with government agencies, but it also qualifies you to do business with 500 Fortune corporations. And you can use this same business foundation and leverage it to attract funding opportunities, business loans, and build business credit, all of those things. So if you ever think that you can walk inside a bank with a business license and a service and ask for a loan, you're going to be automatically denied. And most of the time it's because you are missing the fundamental basics in your business, which includes these items that you see here. And so that's why it's very important that you understand what goes into business. Okay, so here's a great example of that business foundation and what it could look like in your business for you. So let's just say Hannah has a small business providing marketing services. Okay, so Hannah has a business license and her EIN. That's it. Most people have that. So because she does marketing and branding, she has an opportunity to get large six-figure contracts with government agencies providing that service. Now, and that is because the government buys professional services, okay? But because Anna is missing most of the fundamental items needed to show that she's a stable business and that you're serious about your business and that you're knowledgeable, have done a due diligence to properly form your business, they never look her way. And chances are she'll never know about the opportunity because you have to have these things in place in order for the agencies to even know that you exist and to start being attracted to you, right? So instead of getting large government contracts for her marketing services with these agencies, what she's doing now is hustling every day to get $100 clients on a regular basis. And $100 is just like the bare basics, maybe, right? I don't know how much you as a marketing person who goes after individual clients provide services for, but this is just a hypothetical example. But there's a huge difference here. Even if, your clients were paying you $600, there's a huge gap between $600 from a client and a $70,000 contract to provide that service to a government agency. So can you relate to this? Are you a Hannah? Do you have your just your business license and EIN perhaps? Or do you have these fundamental things in place that you need in order to do, business with government agencies? So once you go ahead and download that checklist, and you'll know exactly what it is that you need to have to be able to qualify to grow your business with government contracts. So once Hannah discovered this same qualification checklist that I'm sharing with you that you can go download for free, she is then qualified for six-figure and beyond contracts that that she can leverage with government agencies that she doesn't have to hustle. Right? She doesn't have to hustle to get because they're already out there and the opportunity is already there. And she doesn't have to hustle to chase individual $100 clients. Okay. Big difference. So now all she does or all she needs is one client as opposed to multiple $100 clients. Okay. And that one client could land her $70,000 just as the same way that it did for me for 28 days of work or less, right? So depending on the scope. Okay. So now do you see how having the right business foundation can help you attract major clients like government agencies? Now, this shows that you are serious about your business, you've done your due diligence, and you have a strong foundation to where you're ready to grow and you're ready to build capacity for your business. Okay. So here's myth number 2. Most people think that in order to get consistent, sustainable income as a small business, you have to chase down as many customers as possible every single month, right? This is the hustle on, drugs, right? So this is just like hustle to the extreme. Okay. So if you believe that you have to chase down a bunch of customers or have multiple customers every single month in order to meet your goal, you can quickly get burnt out that way. That is the wrong traditional way of doing business. And this system that I'm going to share with you is going to exchange, it's going to change the way that you think about business and how you go after customers, because it's going to save you a lot of time in the hustle. We'll kick the hustle to the side and just positioning. It's all about positioning, you guys. And so, what are some of the things that you've done, to get consistent, sustainable income? What do you do? What do you think you have to do? Let me know in the chat. because most people think that they have to do all of these things, that they have to chase customers, that they have to attend a bunch of networking events, and they have to spend countless of hours online trying to sell and doing word of mouth marketing. Most people think that they have to do that. Most people think that you have to offer regular sales and discounts in your business, Black Fridays and Valentine's Days, like all of these birthday specials and Christmas specials. Most people think they have to do that in order to generate really good income, but you don't. Most people think that you have to go hard with guerrilla marketing, right? In order to, do good in business and to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in guru ads, Facebook ads, like you're a marketing guru. You don't have to do any of those things unless you want to. So here's the truth behind that. All you have to do to get consistent, sustainable income as a small business, in addition to that business foundation, the next step is you have to identify yourself, right, as a small business owner with government agencies. And you do that by way of certifications. This will give you instant access to a pool of top paying customers who are already waiting to buy from you as a woman and as a minority small business. Okay. I'm going to use my own personal story as an example here. A few years ago, I was struggling as a small business, to get customers. And I felt like I had to chase down customers. So, and this is just a few years ago, I was stressed out, spending countless of hours on the chase. I felt like I was on just in a rat wheel, right? Chasing customers, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. Now I would meet with them individually and explain, to them how my services can help them. Right. For example, I would meet with even other small business owners and trying to convince them, I can do a business commercial for you. You can use this service. And, of course, I lowered my price to try to fit this small business owner financial need. And after spending all the hours trying to convince from them, lowering my prices and trying to customize a package specifically for them, I would get the typical, let me get back to you. And I would be anxious, just waiting and hoping that they will want to move forward. Have you been there? Have you ever spent a lot of time with just one potential customer, hoping that they will become your customer, only to, end up, getting not hearing back from them, or getting no response or no results, or maybe even them just wanting to cut your already low budget offer? So sometimes, they will get back to me, but most of the time they'll forget, about the conversation that we had, and it will be like a total waste of time. And so then you have to start all over. And especially when you're a small business owner and you're in a position where every customer counts, that is huge and that matters, right? So as a small business owner whose income relied completely on getting individual customers, that method of doing business put me in a very rough position every single month, where I felt like I was constantly chasing customers and felt like I was constantly having to beg and pray and hope and plead that this business will get off the ground. And so nobody started a business to struggle. Everybody who started a business started it to build a legacy, to replace your business, your job income, right? To fire your boss, to be able to do some things, right? In order to do that, you have to have customers. And this system that I'm going to share with you is the fastest way to get top paying customers, but it also helps you to buy a lot of your time back. A lot of the time back that we spend chasing customers, a lot of the time that we spend doing all the wrong things that doesn't bring us the results. So instead of running my business at that time, I found myself chasing customers all the time. And at the end of the day, I had to start back at zero. Is this where you are in your business? Does this resonate with you? Have you been there? Let me know in the chat. So do you find yourself constantly chasing customers instead of running your business? And if so, that is a problem. So here's the story. This is where things changed for me. So once I certified my business as a woman and minority small business with government agencies, I was able to take my business from chasing customers to virtually having these agencies chase me with contracting opportunities that they already had and they were obligated to give to women and minority small business owners. Okay. So I flipped the script, right? So applying the information that I'm going to share with you throughout the next few minutes, This is how you flip the script on that. Okay. So now all I do is bid on those opportunities. The opportunities come to me. I just submit my numbers. That is it. So for me, these opportunities have been minimum on average 70K and above. Okay. So I have several opportunities that were like 20K, 50K, 40K, but on average 70K plus and above for the services that I provide. Now, do you see how identifying yourself as a woman or minority small business with the government agencies can help you generate consistent income as a small business owner? Do you see that? Okay. Because the difference between getting a $600 customer and a $70,000 customer, right? You're not going to spend $70,000 in a month, right? You'll get it in a month, but you don't have to spend that in a month. This is where you can start paying yourself over periods of time, right? So this is just game. You can get regular paying customers without stressing out about where your next customer is going to come from, because once you've identified yourself with the agency, such the same way Tiffany did, the client that I shared with you in the beginning, once she identified herself with the government agencies, they began to take notice and they went after her, and that's how she landed her first contract. Once I certified my business and identified myself with agencies, they came after me with opportunities. All I did was identify myself and submitted my numbers, and that's how I landed my first contract. Okay, so you can do all of this without spending countless of hours on social media. You don't have to post on social media, buy my service, this is what I'm selling, none of that stuff, right? And you can do this without having to lower your prices. In fact, you can double, triple, quadruple your prices, because the government agencies, they value your work as a small business, and they want to know, what do you charge for your services? Not, this is what I'm going to spend for your services. Okay, so it's a big difference. Now, this is a proven system that works when you implement it. Myth number 3, most people think that contracting with government agencies is for labor type contracts, construction-based contract businesses, right? So when we think about contracting, that's what you think, a contractor, person with a hammer, excavation, building buildings, all of those things. But no, I'm talking to those service providers, those professional service providers. There are contracts for you as a professional service provider, okay? In addition to those contracts that are still for construction-based, paint-based, excavation, hammer and nail type businesses, right? So there's contracts available. Now, they have no idea, and this is most people, they have no idea that they can also land a government contract for their own business as a product or service-based business. So remember, you can get contracts as a product-based business, but for this particular training, I'm only focusing on those of you who are in a service-based business, okay? So the truth behind all of that is anyone can do business with government agencies. If you have a business, yes, you can do business with the government, okay? In fact, once you've positioned your business, okay, that's the first step, and identified yourself as a small business owner, right? The next step is, what happens is they begin to notify you of opportunities, and all you have to do is submit your response, such as I did, such as Tiffany did, and other clients that I've worked with. So that is the system, right? And there's one more step that I'm going to share with you very shortly, but there's trillions of dollars in contracts that are set aside for small businesses. So that's why it's very important for you to identify yourself, okay? And so right now I'm going to, caveat and kind of show you what that is, what that looks like for you and your business using this tool. And this is a tool that you yourself also can use to do some further research on the different services that you may provide. Okay. So I'm going to share with you how much the government spend on the services that you provide. And you can actually use this tool to go back and look for additional services for those of you who provide multiple services as a small business. And so let me go here, then search. Okay, so I'm going to share with you my screen very shortly. I'll pull it up here. Okay, so here we go. All right, so USAspending.gov, I'm going to go to the beginning. All right, and before we go there, I just want to show you. So here you see in 2019, the government spent $4.4 trillion on business services, right? Who's on the other end of those contracts? Businesses, all right? So right now I'm going to do an advanced search for Um, how do I reset? Okay, because I don't want to put nobody there yet. All right, so I'm doing an advanced search for, those of you who put that you do marketing services. So let me use that, marketing consulting services, right? So this is going to be a search for 2019 fiscal year and 2018 fiscal year. So for the last 2 years, how much the government spent on those particular services, all right? 192 million in 2018 and 230 million in 2019. All right. So these are big numbers, right? So that means, yeah, the government does buy professional services, and yeah, they are using marketing services. Okay. And so let's look at even more recipient type. I want to look at, well, how much did they spend on minority owned businesses out of that, right? 37.1 million. 45 million, okay, with minority owned businesses. All right, so that's a huge chunk. Okay, so and it could be bigger, but the reason why these numbers are not bigger out of the 230 million, so this is about a quarter, 25% of that whole budget that was spent specifically only on this, is because most small business owners don't even know that this exists and that you can get a contract as a small business owner. Okay, so the other thing that I want to look up really quick, because some of you you do security services and so I'm going to put security guard patrol services for the last 2 years, and here we have billion. Okay, so we went from million in marketing to billions in security. So $4.8 billion in 2018 and $4.6 billion in 2019. Okay, so how much of that went to women and minority small business owners? Let's look. 1.8 billion in 2018 and 1.7 billion, right? It's pretty consistent in 2019, right? So that is the number one reason why this is important for you to know as a woman and minority small business owner, that there is opportunity. So the government is already spending this money on the services that you provide. All you have to do is put yourself in the way, right? So for you to get away from being a struggling small business, which is the little man on the A side, right, to becoming a business owner that has consistent income, right, where you're landing multiple 70K plus contracts and you're able to become a thriving business, to get you from A to B. This is the process. There are 3 secrets to the 3-step system that I created to help you get from point A to point B, right? And those are the 3 secrets. Those are the 3 secrets, the 3 steps, all right? Business foundation, certifications, and the last step is going to be proposals, all right? So this 3-step BCP system is what you need to do to qualify your business, right? So you can be certified, that's step 2, to submit proposals. Period. That is a very simple system that I created to help you understand what took me 8 years to understand and to implement and to really know it inside out. I was able to, put it into a simple system that teach others how to do this with simplicity in a very short time. So in a very short time, you can be landing contracts with government agencies. All right, so beta.sam.gov, this is where I'm going to share with you how or where to go to look for contracting opportunities. Okay, so I'm going to start over beta.sam.gov. This SAM website used to be fbl.gov, but they have a new website. So this is what it is. So you would go to beta.sam.gov, look up contracting opportunities, and in general, those contracting opportunities will come up. Everything, nothing in particular, because you didn't put anything in particular. But if I wanted to put in my keyword, marketing, right? Marketing, branding, these are contract opportunities, okay? For marketing and branding, right? All that comes up. So that is how you look up opportunities for your business. So that lets you know, yeah, the government does buy the services that I offer, but also it lets you know by using these tools to do the research yourself, it lets you know how much they spend on the contracting opportunities. But also, in addition to that, it lets you know that there's opportunities existing right now that you can go after but you have to have your business in position. Okay. So here's another client that I want to share with you a story on Alfonso. So Alfonso is a minority small business owner. He provides painting services. Okay. So that is a professional service as well. Now, what he did was he completed my 3-step BCP system, which is business certifications proposals, that system in a 6-week period where I helped him to qualify his business for certifications so that he can submit proposals. And he has since grown his business revenues by 75% and growing by landing large 6-figure contracts with city and state agencies. So remember, there are 3 levels to the government, and that includes not only federal, which are the sites that I just demonstrated on for you, but there's state, and then there's local, city, and county. Okay, so there's 3 levels. So there's opportunities on all 3 levels for you as a small business. Okay, so another story that I want to share with you is Nikki. Who's a woman and minority small business owner that provides social media services. Okay, so Nikki came to me because she saw the information that I was sharing on social media, and she was interested in implementing the system into her own business. Okay, so Nikki was able to go from selling $60 marketing services to individual clients to bidding on large 6-figure contracts, providing the exact same services. Okay, huge difference, 6 figures from $60. Okay, so that's huge, right? So she was able to do this by completing my 3-step BCP system and implementing this into her own business. Okay, so now do you see how implementing this same simple 3-step BCP system into your business can help you start getting consistent, sustainable income as a small business owner? Do you see that? Do you see the opportunity and the value that in the information that I'm sharing with you, and how this can help you really grow, scale, and revolutionize your business? Okay. Now you can do this even if you have very little experience and never done business with the government before. Remember that. Okay. So most small business owners think they have to be completely polished with a portfolio of major products that they've done for large agencies and agencies and like corporations already, but that is a total myth. Okay, they think that they have to be this large corporation with huge marketing budgets like the gurus have, and doing big ad agencies and ad campaigns on social media and all those things, right? You don't have to do any of that. And this is where the $1 trillion secret to government contracts comes in. Okay, so this is the $1 trillion secret because there's trillions of dollars in contracting opportunities. So the truth is, small businesses can contract with agencies because this is designed specifically for you, even if you have little experience. And the government wants to help you build capacity so that you can build your portfolio. And so that is why they have this in particular in place. Okay, so that's why they have these contracts set aside for women and minority small business owners so they can help you. So, and you can do this even if you're a sole proprietor. It does not matter what type of business structure you have. So you can do it as a sole prop, as a corporation, as a nonprofit, all of those things, right? And it's written in the Small Business Act of July 30th, 1953, and you can actually look up this information yourself. It stipulates that the SBA would ensure small businesses a fair proportion of government contracts and sales of surplus property. So that means the government has a mandated obligation to give a fair portion of all their contracting opportunities to small businesses, right? That includes you. And surplus sales of their property to small business is who sell real estate. Okay. So the government is obligated to spend money with certified women and minority-owned businesses, period. So that 3-step BCP system is all you need to do is to implement that system into your business in order to, do business with the government and for this to work for you. All right. So this is the exact 3-step system that I use to land my $78,000 contract for just 28 days of work. Right. I've since landed multiple contracts, multiple 70K, multiple 20, 30, 40, $50,000 contracts simultaneously. And I've done this as a woman in minority small business. And you can do this too. You can do this. And that is why I'm sharing it with you. So now do you see how my 3-step BCP system is a repeatable system that you can use to reel in clients on a regular basis? Do you see that for yourself? Okay. Business in order. Okay. Certifications, raising your hand, proposals, submitting them. That is it. Getting your business in order raising your hand and getting certified so that you can do business with the government and submit proposals. That is it. That is a system, you guys. So now do you see how you can significantly grow your business using this system? And if you can see it, let me know in the chat. I can see it. Comment, I can see it. All right, so this is a clear strategy and it's absolutely proven to work. It works for me. It worked for my clients. It worked for my colleagues. I know so many business owners out there who are rock stars getting multiple millions and billions of dollars in contracts, right? And you can definitely do that. There is no limit to what you can do. And there is no limit to how many contracts you can have, okay? So it's a market where customers are already waiting to do business with you. As a woman in minority-owned business, you just have to go through the system and put your business in order. That's it, right? Go through the system. So here's a testimonial from Tiffany, my first client that I shared her testimony with you. I am straight busting at the seams. I can finally tell everyone now that the bag is sealed. Moo Cow Productions, my video productions company, has been awarded its first governmental contract. And I just thank the Lord for this timing and people placement in my life. I learned how to get these contracts from Karwanna D. If you're a small business, hit her up, take that class and tap into this governmental money. They pay y'all. Don't sleep on this. And this is her, proof. This is her contract, the first contract. All she did was, position her business, right? And raise her hand to identify herself. And those agencies came after her with her first opportunity, which turned out to be the largest opportunity that she has had from any client ever, right? So that is huge. Now, the $1 Trillion Government Contracts Accelerator is my 6-week program where I go through with all of my clients and help them implement the system. This is a 3-step BCP system that I teach inside my $1 Trillion Government Contracts Accelerator program, where I hand feed you the information, you implement, I hold you accountable, and we work together to get you in some contracts, okay? So you have a choice. You can take everything that I share with you today and attempt to do it on your own, DIY it, but I'm gonna admit most people who try to DIY it eventually comes back and take the course anyway, because there's a lot to understand, there's a lot of nuances, there's a lot of red tape, and you have to understand the system. And you guys, I didn't learn this overnight. It took me 8 years to perfect this and to put it in a system where you can learn it in 6 weeks. It's not going to take you the 8 years that it took me to really understand fully how this works, right? And I'm still learning today. So there's always the opportunity for you to learn, but you can completely, take everything that I shared and attempt to do it yourself, or you can choose to work alongside with me where I can help you implement the entire system and the strategy into your business. Choice is yours, okay? So enrollment is open for my next cohort that's starting in 3 days. And inside the program, here's where you're going to get, okay? You get 6 weekly live coaching and Q&A sessions with me. You get all the workbooks and assignments, and you get access to my private Facebook group, which is a rockstar group with other people who have already been in the program, who are, kicking butt. You also receive my personal accountability, you guys, and that is huge, right? I'm going to stay on you to make sure that you're implementing the steps and that you're just not an information hoarder, okay? You also receive my personal assistance with implementing the system into your business, the 3-step BCP system, lifetime access to all the trainings that we do, and it's a one-time investment of only $49.97, or you can choose from one of my simple installment plans, you guys. So I made this very easy for you. You can choose to either make a one-time payment of $49.97, or you have the option to do 5 payments of $1,029.40, or 10 payments of $514.70. Okay, the choice is yours, and that is a new payment option that I'm testing out in beta. Okay. As a quick start bonus for the next 24 hours only, for those of you who are watching this free training, you have a one-time offer of enrolling at 40%, okay? The early bird discount, which is only $19.97. So you can either make a one-time payment of the $19.97 or 4 payments of $536. That is an installment option, okay? The other installment option that I'm beta testing at the moment is a 10-month payment plan of $225. That is it, you guys. I'm making this very, very simple, very accessible, all of that, right? So the choice is yours. Do you want the results that you've seen myself have, Tiffany have, you know, Alfonso and Nikki, do you want the results for yourself? And if so, would you like for me to help you with that? And if you want to help, if you want me to help you with that, then, you know, here's how I reward you for taking action, because I like to work with those who are fast action takers, by giving you this discount, right? Because I believe those who take action are the ones who get the best results. Okay, so that is on the table for you. After the 24 hours, the early bird discount goes away, time's up. Okay, and it goes back to the $49.97, and you still have those options to pay a 5-month payment plan of $1029.40 or 10 months of $514.70. Okay, so, and this is the best offer for this value, because guess what? You're going to come out the door making 70K and above in contracts simultaneously, multiple contracts. And so just imagine that this is a real investment for your business, and it's time to really get serious about growing your business. Okay, so I have time on my calendar over the next few days to help you get started with this. And if you want to apply, you can schedule a call with me directly at this link right here, bit.ly /free call with Karwanna, is bit.ly /free call with Karwanna, or you can go directly to bit.ly get TDGC. That stands for $1 trillion government contracts. Okay, again, that is bit.ly /get TDGC. Okay, and again, that stands for the $1 trillion government contracts. You guys, there's trillions of dollars of government contracts on the table. Do you want to partake? All right, this is not for you if you're not willing to take a couple hours a week to implement my 3-step system into your business. You have to do the work. Okay, it's not magic, it's not a magic pill. I show you the information, I teach you how to do it. You have to do the work, okay, in order to get the results. All right, and that is my promise. You do the work, you will get the results. Okay, my 3-step BCP system is designed as a learning and doing interactive program. So every week, you know, you reach a new milestone, and at the end of the 6 weeks, you're already qualified, ready to bid on those multiple 6-figure 70K plus contracts, right? 5 to 6 figures. All right, you're ready. So if you're ready to get sustainable, consistent income for your business, and you would like for me to work alongside you so I can help you personally implement the strategy into your business, then this is where you go to apply. You can either schedule a free call with me and we can do it over the phone, or you can go directly to this particular link. And yeah, and I'm really excited to work with you on that. Okay, so what questions do you have? Go ahead and put your questions in the chat. And thank you so much for watching this amazing presentation. I hope it was very helpful. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I look forward to working with you and helping you land those contracts for your business.